Hello, and welcome back to Wind Waker. So we're like real close to the end. We're almost done. Probably gonna finish the game today. So there's that. Also, I seem to recall there was a heart piece we were missing last time. I believe there was a Deku Leaf. No. I believe there was only one. Yes, just one. So I did look through the list of heart pieces. Also, I just noticed it says 49 treasure charts. I don't think there are that many. I think that's including Triforce charts. Let's see. Yep, there are only 46 actual treasure charts because we've gotten all of them. And then a Triforce chart for each one, which... I mean, it's technically... Okay, that's weird. I'm selecting two things at once. We're here on... Not the Forsaken Fortress. On Private Oasis. But... That is not important right now. Because I'm gonna go do a thing that's not this. Where is it? It is around... There it is. Rockspire. I believe the last heart piece is there. I basically just went through the list until I found... The list of heart pieces on the... Is it Zelda dungeon? I think it's Zelda dungeon. Until I found one that just didn't sound familiar. And, yeah. There was one in Rockspire that did not sound familiar. But we need to go north from here. So let's just do that. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't check the VODs or anything to make sure, like, I didn't already get this heart piece or something. Because it's possible I did. It's possible the one I'm missing is one that's, like, inside of a submarine that I forgot to check or something, but... I don't think that's the case. There are these platforms here. I'm pretty sure I already did these ones. I remember doing ones that had these three varying heights. Also, maybe I should go check out Beetle's ship because I don't know what he's I don't know if this shop has changed at all. Okay. But what we're looking for is actually not on the island. I need to find some boats around here. I don't know where they are. Apparently there are like some boats, like some cannon boats somewhere around here. Also it's storm. Okay, there they are. Yeah. I need to kill these. Ouch. Why does it do so much damage, though? Great. I seem to recall I remember the boats, dropping... I remember the boats dropping, like, pearls. Like the little pearls that enemies drop. In the original, but maybe... I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering that. I don't know what's in this chest. Hey, there it is. That was the heart piece we were missing, because that didn't sound familiar. I didn't remember getting any from boats around Rockspire. But yeah, there's that. So now we are actually done. I have all the hearts. I've done it. There's another item here. Oh, right, yeah. There's another item here that we don't have, because that's something. I believe we're only missing 2 Triforce shards. There are 7 in total? I think it's 7. Or no, 8. There are 8. Because there are, yeah, 8. There were 8 charts originally. I think I said there were 7. I probably said there were 7 Triforce charts. There are not 7, there are 8. Look at the incredible chart, which fortunately checks them off when you've gotten them. 1, 2, 3 charts, and then the shards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? 8. Oh, you know what? It shows shards that you get from charts as well. Okay, right, yeah. I don't remember how the GameCube version looked, because it would have been... I think it had all of the chart locations, and I don't remember it having the shard locations. I don't think it had that. Well, maybe it did? I don't remember. Either way, we only need to go to a couple more. One of which is Private Oasis, which I left. Where was that again? Oh no. South of Tower of the Gods. Okay. We need to go back there. And these last couple are a little more involved than some of the other ones have been. I mean, the ghost ship is pretty involved since you have to go through, like, a little mini dungeon, and then you have to do the actual ghost ship, which is, like, sort of like a little submarine type thing. And also the whole thing with the moon phases. Although you don't have to, like... It would be different if you had to go to each of those locations or something like that. Like you had to meet the ghost ship at all of its locations. That would be weird, but you don't have to do that. I think what I used to do was I would go to Great Fish, though. And I don't remember what moon phase it is for that. Actually, no, ghost ship was the first one. I would go to Great Fish since you could just warp there, and that's the only of these that you can just warp to. The other ones are like Mother and Child, Bomb Island. Was it Diamond Step? Crescent Moon. I think that's 7-star. And 5-star. I think. I would warp to Great Fish and then just wait until... I don't know what that exact phase is called. I think it's Gibbous. I think that's... I don't know what the actual phase is and what order they go through. I think it's like Waxing Gibbous is what that's called. Don't ask me why I remember that. What was I saying? Yeah, I would wait until whatever phase... It doesn't matter, you don't even have to remember it. You just have to remember that it shows up at Great Fish. And then just keep using... I would keep using the Song of Passing until eventually I would just get the phase I wanted and the ghost ship would show up, so... Yeah. Anyway, this is a Private Oasis. There's a bunch of stuff here. There's this chair. The towel here. Who knows how long this towel's been here? Or this juice. You probably don't want to touch either of those things. And what does the sign say? This is Marie's Cabana, property of Windfall Island's lovely teacher. Visitors not welcome. The management? What? What management? I don't know. So Mrs. Marie is presumably, like, super rich. I think... Is this where you have to go through here? Yeah. There's a bunch of rupees under here. It's probably not super worth it to get all of them, to be honest, but I'll do it, because why not? They're here. Yeah, this isn't like the other, like, crawling sections. This isn't like a... Like, like the maze to get, like, the Picto Box, for example. Like, those were... Like, generally with crawling sections, you'll go in, like, a straight line and you can't, like, turn at all. But there, you totally can. Okay. Oh, right, there's these things here. I forgot. I totally forgot that those are here. I think those are the only ones that aren't in Windfall, but I don't... Do I have anything? I don't know if I have anything to put there. I do. Have that. Why not? Probably not going to put anything on both of them, but... You know. I feel like in the GameCube version, that didn't put it in your delivery bag. I think that actually just made it go away. Actually, I'm gonna need that. I believe this is. I think this is supposed to be Mrs. Marie's like butler. I don't know what his name is. I don't know if he has a name. He is fused into the door, but I don't know why. I think he's supposed to be in front of it or like right behind. I'm not totally sure what the deal is. Why he is the door. Why the door is the butler. It's weird. But anyway, hey, I got this. I own you now. Okay. What if I'm not? What are you gonna do about it? I don't think you can talk to him at the door anymore. Yeah, and then, yeah. That's his back. I don't know why he's fused into the door. Then there's this cardboard cutout over here. I don't remember that being there. Or why. I don't know why he's wearing a maid outfit. It's a bath. Is that a picture frame? That's just a picture frame. Why is there a picture frame there? I don't know. There is that. That is something you can interact with. Wait, no, it's not. Actually, I don't recall if the deed does anything now. Can I show it? No, he's not actually like an NPC. Not on that side anyway. There's a bunch of cardboard cutouts of this butler. Don't know what the deal is with that. Or they're supposed to be different people. I don't know. There's this thing, this picture of Syl over here. And there's this. This is no. This is a slide puzzle. Yeah. How do you feel about slide puzzles? I would imagine probably not great. It doesn't help that it's not the most obvious where everything is supposed to go. Something like that? Yeah, sure. I don't know. Whoops. Yeah, I'm not totally sure how to get that over there. Just messing up everything. What is actually supposed to go there? Well, one of the spaces has to stay empty. Also, I don't know what those lights are on the left side, to be honest. Okay, so there's that. We've got something going here. It's something. I don't know what, but it's something. Also don't know if this has like a set order or anything like that, or if it's like randomized. I don't know how they actually handle that. That should be up here about, yeah. Sometimes, and the controls are a little weird. I don't know how to explain it. It's basically just you've got all these arrows. Like if I press right here, that'll make that one from the left move over. It's yeah, that's what they do instead of having you actually choose a piece. This is not... This is not... This is just not... It's just not. I don't know. I don't know what it's not, but it's not. You know? I don't know why this slide puzzle of Syl exists, but she has it. This was here already. Maybe it was like a gift. Like she was like, "Hey, put this in here. It'll be like a gift to him." Yeah, I'm gonna not do this. I have never once completed this. Also, I guess he is actually a door. I don't think you get anything for completing this. I don't know if maybe all of those lights are different puzzles. Yeah, if you're real good at slide puzzles though, then you'll love that, I guess. Yeah, I don't think you get anything for that. At least nothing important. There's fire there. Yeah. There is fire. Fire hot. Don't touch the fire. Actually, I don't think there's much I can do in here right now. Nope, I'm wrong. Never mind. I was going to go get water to put out the fire. I couldn't remember exactly what I was supposed to do. Then I thought to look up. I was like, wait a minute, wasn't there a grapple point up here? And yes, there is. There's the switch there. And that puts that fire out. And I can go down in here. Into the depths of the cabana. I believe also this name, this Link's Oasis now. I seem to recall... I don't remember if there's someone somewhere in the game, or maybe it was the guide. Like, somewhere it refers to this place as Cabana Island, and I don't know why, really. But yeah, this is a thing. This is basically a dungeon. Sort of, not literally, but... I mean, it's a cave. Whoops. But it's a very unique cave. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need the hammer. Forgot about that. Let's not go down anywhere. Go over here. That's locked. Okay, I have literally only one option right now. Which is going down here. This whole place is a maze. Whoops. I seem to recall this took me forever to get through the first time. Now I've got 2 holes. And I would just use a guide on every subsequent playthrough because I didn't want to do it again. But, anyway. Let's just go through this one. And this is a maze within this... within the maze. Because of course it is. This over here. Whole bunch of rupees here. Whole bunch of rupees I don't need, but they're there. This game is sort of, for the amount of rupees they give you, it's more balanced around you, needing, oh right, I forgot that's how that works. So let's go to the right, and that turns him this way. I forgot, yeah, it turns you a different direction. Let's stay on the wood. And here's another room with pots. A lot of rupees. And don't know why that magic was there. I'm guessing I'll need it. Yeah, this would be way more difficult if you couldn't see where you were going. Because, like, then you can't see if there's, like, a path ahead of you or whatever. I mean, you kind of can, but you can't really see what's ahead of you. I think this is the way forward, I would assume. Maybe. Yep, it's something. I need to be here either way. And that opens that gate right there. Opens that one there. And they're permanently open, so don't worry about that or anything. Through this gate I can go down there. And this one just leads back to the beginning. So, I think I only have one option, really. I mean, there was also the other hole that I didn't go through down the other path, so who knows. And there's 2 holes here. Let's go through the left one again. I don't know if maybe they loop in on each other or whatever. Maybe. I have no idea. Well, this one doesn't have multiple paths so far. Yep, that's it. There's a chest. I'm not gonna... orange rupee. That's not bad. Well, could be better. I'm not gonna really make it a point to try to get everything in here. Since I obviously just don't know where everything is. Okay, actually both of these might just be straight lines, which I'm mostly okay with. Mostly, only mostly. I'm partially disgusted. Nah, it's fine. Anyway, ladder. I remember this being very difficult. Oh yeah, and there's this. Okay, there's a hole there that doesn't have a ladder. It's just a hole. And there's this, which, I mean, if I go down that hole, I'm stuck, more or less, so. This goes back to the entrance. Great. Let's just drop down the hole. And there's a re-dead, because of course there is. But it's dead now. Fortunately, that first one wasn't, like, fully awake yet, so it couldn't actually, like, scream at me. But yeah. For some reason there are re-deads under this house. I don't know why any of this is here. But it is, yeah. But behind those pots was another hole. And it looks like this is another straight line. There's still that other hole I never took. Don't know if that's important. I think this is the end, actually. I think? Maybe? I'm not totally sure about that. Yes, it is. Okay. There we go. On one of these. I almost said this is the last one, but no, it's not. Actually, I just remembered. Great. Spike chest. I wonder what's inside. What could it be? It's another Triforce shard. Only need one more. Alright then. So. Do that, and that should open the way back to the entrance, which I think was over here. Yes, there we go. I remember that place being harder to navigate. I don't know. I guess because there's a lot of paths you don't need to take. And if your memory is bad like it was when I was younger, then yeah. I remember also being able to speak to the butler more, but I guess you can't really. There's not really much you can say. Maybe if I show him the deed from outside, maybe? I'm not sure. Yeah, you can't speak to him here. Also, I believe... I don't think taking a picture of him adds him to the Nintendo gallery. Yeah, no. But that stays in the delivery bag. You just... It's just there, but you don't need it. Actually, I'm gonna do that soon. So... that's this island. There's nothing else here as far as I know. No, don't think so. How much? 12 blue chew jellies. I don't know what I missed, because I'm pretty sure there were 15 in the game, but I don't know where the other ones are, to be honest. Okay, we only have one more Triforce shard, and it is on outset. I could have gotten this one earlier. Well, I think? I'm not totally sure about that, but maybe. It would have been a bad idea to attempt to do that, though. Okay. I mean, there are choo-choos that appear here now, but I don't recall. I don't think there are any blue ones that appear in Outset. Probably. I also don't remember. I think if you try to go into some of the houses, like at night, I want to say they don't let you in, but I could be wrong. At least like one of them, maybe. I don't know. You know what? No, I'm pretty sure I'm super wrong about that, actually. Okay. There's not much new to see on Outset, I don't think. I think I've shown pretty much everything that's here, I think. Also just remembered I forgot to check Beetle's ship at Rockspire. Oh well. Whatever may have been there, it would not have been important, so it's not really a big deal. Okay, but actually I think if you talk to the fish, he kind of gives you a hint as to where the Triforce Shard is. Shard is. There's that big head up there. We need to go do something with that. Which, yeah, once you have the power bracelets, you could lift it, but there are other reasons to not. I would suggest not lifting it just as soon as you have the power bracelets. So, old man Ho-Ho, what are you looking at? Fly to the top of the hill, beneath the rockhead, the Triforce. Okay. Right, and he gives you your other hint as to where you need to go. Yeah. I guess you could fly from either that post or from right here. You're probably supposed to do it from right here. Basically just, it doesn't look like he's looking directly at it, actually. It's a little odd. Is that the first time I can... I guess so. Not counting the chest. That's the first time I've played that. Like, to actually change the wind, so... That's why I did the second play. Okay, I never came up here. Not really anything up here, just some grass, rocks. Could have shown this at the beginning of the game, even. Not anything special. There's a tree. Anyway. Yeah. Wind isn't necessarily taking me directly at it, but still. Oh yeah, and that, I don't remember how early you can get that. I don't know if you need the Deku Leaf for that. You could get that much earlier. You don't need to come all the way up here to get that, so. That blue rupee. Yeah, there's also, I think there's another... I remember there being like another outcry. Oh wait, no, it's that one right over there, right down there. Which actually I think, with the pot, which I think I already got. But anyway. Big head. Now it's gone. I think that might be the last time we need to lift one of those. But okay then, so, this, actually I think it'll explain what this is. That I should grab. Got a fairy, which of course is only going to replenish half of my health, but there's a reason they give you fairies right at the start of this. So, this is the Savage Labyrinth. It's something of a misnomer. It's not a labyrinth at all. The golden shard you seek awaits. Yeah, there's a Triforce shard down here. This is basically just a gauntlet of fighting things. So just, yeah. We got keys on this floor. I'll just say right now this is 50 floors, so... you technically only need to go to floor 30, I believe, to get the Triforce Shard. But there is more if you go down deeper. Also, I don't believe anything here drops anything at all. Maybe they drop rupees or something, but they definitely don't drop, mini blends. They definitely don't drop like hearts or anything. Even if you're not in hero mode, they don't drop that stuff. So they expect you to come in prepared. So yeah, I wanted to get health and whatnot, but also, well, I guess the other reasons will become clear as we get to it. It's weird having enemies not drop anything. Got choo-choos. All of these enemies are super easy. And I believe all of these, the floors are split up in like groups of 10. And all of them are like themed after like certain dungeons or whatever. So this is like the Dragon Roost Cavern section, essentially. Like these first 10 floors are essentially like enemies from Dragon Roost Cavern. There are some times where they'll sort of, I don't know, cheat for lack of a better term, and use enemies that are absolutely not from whatever dungeon they're supposed to be from. Whatever dungeon they're theming the area after. Obviously you don't see many blends in Dragon Roost Cavern. Or even on the island at all. Oh great, fire keys. And you. I could just fight this thing normally. Or I could not. I don't know what happens if you, shoot it with an arrow. Probably nothing special yet, just... Yeah. I just thought, you know, big eye, shoot it with an arrow, maybe something special happens. No, nothing special happens. I believe if you shoot them with ice arrows, that does something... sort of? I don't know. Oh, they, right, the enemies don't drop anything, but I believe if you use the grappling hook, they will. They'll give you whatever they would normally give you. That's the only way you're gonna get anything from them, if in case you still need, joy pendants or skull necklaces or whatever. Oh, okay, that was floor 9, I guess. A bunch of rupees on every 10th floor. Yeah, this is in the GameCube version, I seem to recall, if you'd need a bunch of rupees still for like Tingle translating the Triforce charts, you can come down here. And this is a good place to get money. Anyway, I believe this is floor 11? I don't know. I think every 10th floor is a rest floor, I believe is how it works. Yeah, Forbidden Woods section, hence all the grass and... I mean, it kind of looks like the Forbidden Woods, obviously. Yeah, I guess if you came down here and just used the grappling hook, you could get a bunch of stuff. Green choo-choos, which, apparently I didn't kill all of them. I think I need to spawn all of them. There's one. Just went into the wall, as they do. $13, which is, oh, okay, sure. And you. Great. And that's that. That's not that, that's that room. Shield Bokoblins, which I... Are those Inf? Forbidden Woods? I don't remember. There's some weird enemy picks for sure. Where it's like, you didn't show up in this area. Why are you here? I don't know. I don't think I ever mentioned it though with the Nintendo Gallery though. The shield bokoblins are considered a different enemy. Mothulas. Also, yes, they are called Mothulas. And now they're all dead. I think those are technically wingless Mothulas, I believe, but Mothulas. Like, Mothulas lose their wings anyway. Maybe I should just use the bow against P-hats since that'll be faster. I mean, I assume... I mean, it did give me arrows before. There are jars in here. No, because the goblins. Makes sense. Please. Also, I think this was the first Zelda game with the goblins, wasn't it? I think it was the first one. I don't think I ever mentioned that at any point, but yeah, I believe this was the first one to have them, and now they're just like mainstays. They're the fodder enemy. Ah, jeez. Yeah, it's weird that you can still lock onto those for a second after they're dead. Also, having the fully powered up Master Sword makes this way faster and easier, so yeah, I just recommend doing this at the end rather than like... Oh, right. Hitting these with, hitting these with the boomerang knocks off one of their wings. And with a fire arrow. Don't know if it even takes a fire arrow to do that. Like a regular arrow might do the same thing. Spawn morphs are not considered enemies that you have to kill. Good to know. Oh, and that's Forbidden Woods section done already. You will not be refighting bosses here or anything, in case that is a concern you have. There were purple rupees in that one. I think these give you more and more rupees as you keep going deeper, but yeah. This is, I think, the Earth Temple section? Or no, this is the Tower of the Gods. That's what this section is based on. Is it just me, or do these have more health than they should? I don't remember those taking 2 sword hits. So yeah, yep, Harmos' Tower of the Gods. Which, I mean, I figured that was where Wiz Robes appeared, anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna just let those, wait for those to, split, excuse me. I don't know what I just got hit by exactly. There's no way to really hit those cleanly, or at least it's really difficult. You're most likely gonna, like, bounce off of them when you hit them. Not that I don't think it really makes a difference, because it doesn't cause, like, a huge amount of hit stun or anything. So. And, of course, I have bomb flowers there, in case you need those. Which, I mean, they always have those for Harmos Knights. This is, for sure, like, the hardest, pretty much just the hardest section in the game. Whether you're on hero mode or not. Because, I mean, even not in hero... Whoops. Even when you're not in hero mode, you're still gonna... You're still gonna, not get any drops, so... Oh, right, in yellow choo-choos, I think they give you red or green Chew Jelly at random, like if you use the grappling hook. I'm pretty sure they will never give you blue. because I believe there is literally just a limited amount of blue chew jelly in the game. I don't know if blue choo chews appear at all in this, in the Savage Labyrinth, but yeah, bubbles. Ah, jeez. And if you don't have arrows, also you could just use a Deku Leaf. Although if you don't have magic, then yeah, I don't think you can. I don't think you could possibly beat those. I think you would actually be stuck. So I don't know. Maybe there's something else that works, like bombs or something. I don't know. Great. And he dropped his sword somehow. He's gonna go pick up the Goblin sword. I'm pretty sure, yeah, his moveset is exactly the same no matter what weapon he's using. They can pick up all kinds of weird weapons, like the Moblin spear is the weirdest one, but yeah, no matter what, their moveset stays the same. I don't think there's any limitations they have on what they'll pick up. I think they'll even pick up a Deku stick if there's one around. Where are you? There. Oh, I hit 2 of them by accident. That works for me. Kind of annoying how long it takes for them to die, but I guess it's so... I don't know. They have to do something while they're dying to spite you. Okay. Well. There we go. That is really generous. Like, you do not have to be anywhere close to the mouth to actually, for the bomb to actually go in. Like, you don't have to throw it anywhere near the mouth. Well, it's not entirely true. You have to throw it near the mouth, but only near it. Now, 2 dark nuts. I think you're invincible during that roll, but I'm not totally sure. You actually might super not be. Okay. Yeah, all enemies are invincible for a second while they're getting up, so... Obviously, that is not the last we'll see of Dark Nuts. Since that's the hardest enemy they have that they can throw at you. Yeah, but we basically made it... I think there would actually be hearts in some of those jars in Hero Mode. Maybe there are hearts in Savage Labyrinth, but definitely not on the main floors. A bunch more rupees. Anyway. One more of these. And that chest pops up. Because that's how these work. That's what they do. Triforce Shard. That is the last one. Okay, so there is that light. Don't walk into it. There's these lights also. That light's sparkly. That means it'll warp you out. The thing is, you could come here before you had the mirror shield, since all you need is the power bracelets, but if you come here after the Earth Temple, then you'll have the mirror shield and you can go farther down. You have the mirror shield, that assumes that, like, hey, you finished the Earth Temple, so you should be able to go farther. But you could do this earlier than you're supposed to, I guess. You could just get the Triforce Shard. Right, but there it is. That's the whole thing. This is a piece of the sacred golden triangle spoken of in legends. It's still all shattered, but, I mean, we kind of pieced it together. Also, the shards are actually unique. Hey, there's this. Why don't you just walk into that light? How about you do that? When they're in the light, then they're like permanently stunned. There's nothing they can really do. Okay, there's a lot of redeads in here. And redeads in this game are super annoying. Yeah, I don't really like redeads in this game. This method is just not. Well, it's not for one, it doesn't stun them for that long, and also, I don't remember if there's any way to. Okay, he's probably gonna actually get an attack on me, or not. Haven't seen their attack even once. I mean, the biggest issue is just the fact that a lot of the time you can't really stun them because there's just no light around, so you just have to deal with them. Because the stun, there's not really too many good ways to, like, ignore the stun. Right, but... Oh, jeez. Okay, and that again, which, as I mentioned before, means I can't use any items or anything, so I can't pull out my arrows. I mean, it actually put away my arrows automatically. Right, but that bubble right there is not active yet, so you can actually just hit it with a regular arrow and it'll die. Otherwise, a regular arrow won't work on these. You have to stun them first. You have to get the, like, gas off of them. Obviously, if I went up to that one with a sword, that wouldn't have worked because it then would have activated and then would have been, like, invincible. Okay, so we got light, so we can deal with dark choo-choos. At least I never throw dark choo-choos at you without having light. Although that would be literally just impossible, so yeah. Probably why they don't do that. So you don't have to actually... It's not an actual spin attack for the skull hammer. That's just if you hold like left or right, then you'll do that. Like if you hold left or right when you swing. You have to be locked on, I think. Yeah, otherwise you'll just... No, wait, no you don't. I mean, obviously if you do a spin attack, then you get that. But there's no holding it for a spin attack. Like, because I think you can actually do that with other weapons, which I don't think I ever actually showed. With, like, Deka sticks and whatnot. That pose, need more light. Nope, please, get over here. The funny thing is you can just let them possess you, and it just reverses your controls, which is easy enough to deal with, and do that, and, yeah. They're dead. That was another Poe. Oh, there he is. It was a little hard to see him. Actually, you know what? Why don't you just do that? That's the only attack they have. I think the only other thing they can do is throw their lantern at you. Poes are not much of a threat in this game. Although I don't know if they're much of a threat in any Zelda game, really. Twilight Princess, sort of, kind of. I don't know, I guess there are situations where they could be a problem in Ocarina. Mothulas, which are not in the Earth Temple, but you're here because... Yeah, of course they do. What are you talking about? Don't you remember seeing them there? Even though I just said they weren't there. Okay, also that's what happens when you hit Morths with fire arrows. They all die. Moblins, redeads. Yeah, this is gonna be a thing. It's like, even if I can deal with the redeads, the moblins are still a problem because the redeads can like stun me, and then or like even if like I end up in a situation where a redead stuns me, and all I have to do is just you know, because sometimes they'll yell, they'll do the scream and stun you, and then they can't actually get to you in time to do anything to you. But also you have to kill them fast, so you can't really back off on attacking them, so that's a problem. That was weird. I don't know what that little graphical effect was. Yeah. Anyway. Right. This is... Actually, maybe it doesn't work with the spear. I think it only works with, other weapons, since the spear has a slightly different moveset. You can still do the spin attack, but you can't, like, hold. Like, you can't hold the spear like you can with, like, the sword, like that. Because with other weapons, you can actually do it. I'm sure we'll see more Dark Nuts, and I'll be able to show it. It's so nice having a way to just instant kill enemies. Although I guess, I mean, other enemies have had instant kill. We had that before. We had the fire arrows and ice arrows and whatnot. It's just something about setting them on fire. Excuse me? Why do you do this? I don't know why I just locked on a different enemy. I don't know if that spin attack is faster. It feels faster. They might be the exact same speed, though. Pose and moblins. This is where pose become a problem, because they reverse your controls while you're trying to fight something else. Not that that's really actually going to be a concern, most likely, but, you know, they could do it. They could do it if they tried hard enough. Yeah, there's no... If pose go into light, like, this one's gonna chase me. If it goes into light, it'll just stun itself, I believe. It'll behave the same as though you just hit it with light with like the mirror shield or whatever. Whoops. Nope. Oh, okay. I was just curious as to what would happen if I hit it with an arrow, in terms of like the amount of damage it would do and whatnot. Not much. Not much is what happens. Stalfoses. Okay. Blue bubbles, I believe light. Nope. Light does not behave the same as an ice arrow. I thought it did. What happens if you freeze a Stalfos? Nothing. Literally nothing at all. They cannot freeze. And there's another Stalfos. Okay. There we go. Generally the strategy is to just get rid of one enemy type so the other one isn't like more of a problem than it would normally be. Because that's the issue, is just they have like one enemy type that causes some sort of disruption, like blue bubbles or pose, and then another enemy type which is could be easily dealt with on its own, but would not on its own. Okay, and that's the Earth Temple section. And it just lets you go straight into the next one, which obviously is the Wind Temple section. And now we're actually at the cap. I seem to recall the strategy guide I have mentioning to come here with like the max wallet upgrade. Okay, this is a thing. You know what? Never mind. That was not the frame rate. That was actually just hit stop. those hit stop activating like 50 times in a row. But it might have also killed the frame rate or the bit rate or something. Who knows? Whole lot of choo-choos, alright. Armies of enemies is what we're fighting now. Yellow ones are much more of an issue. I don't recall if Hurricane Spin gives you any sort of different properties, like letting you be like immune to electricity or anything like that. I doubt it, but who knows. Actually, yeah, with this I can kill those a lot easier, and I can also just kill multiple of them at once. And there are more. There's reds, which don't retract and die in one hit to the hero sword, so you know. Not really a problem at all. Although dying in one hit to the hero sword doesn't really mean anything. The green ones also die in one hit now, so. There's a switch there. They clearly want me to press it. But what if I don't? What if I just refuse? Then I don't progress is what happens. Yeah, that activates these guys. Okay. I might want to consider, actually I'm gonna use up my magic. Or I'm going to not be at all careful with it. That's what I mean. You know what I could also do? Is equip this, and just, you know, why not? Let's use it. I got max rupees, and I'm not using them for anything else. And I'm sure I'll get more. I've already wasted a ton. A lot of goblins. Alright then. Yeah, you don't lose any rupees unless you actually get hit, so. Although that's, I think I mentioned it before, that's new. The magic armor used to just drain your magic over time. I don't believe it. It just made you invincible for as long as you had magic. I'm actually gonna switch that to X. Keep that there. I don't know if unequipping the magic armor turns it off. Probably does. Now it just makes you invincible as long as you have rupees, instead of as long as you have magic, so I guess it's sort of more limited. And of course, yeah. There's no light this time, so I can't do anything. Boomerang's not gonna do anything for me here. I mean, I guess I could use the boomerang on the Stalfos, but also, I don't know if the roll. Oh god. Did I just deactivate my invincibility? Oh no, please stop that. I think it was just like with that cutscene. I don't think it actually deactivated it. Like, I don't know what would happen if I... Jeez. Okay, well that works for me. I didn't know they could do that. I mean, Redeads do die to what, like 3 bombs? There we go. Oh, and I happened to kill the Stalfos by accident, too. Right. Great. Oh, that's great. And I can't do the spin attack with this either. Also don't remember these clubs having that little, like... I don't know. I don't remember them having that, like, thin spot in the middle. That's weird. It was probably always there, I just never noticed it. And actually, what I just thought about is, considering I have, well, let's use this. We got this magic armor. Got elixir soup, low health, low magic. Now there's a maxed out. Also, your sword glows yellow when you have the elixir soup, which was something I never showed because it just never... It's harder to see now because the sword already glows. Whoops. But yeah, you do double damage, as the elixir soup states. You do double damage until you take damage, which, so yeah, and that doesn't mean until you get hit, I don't believe. I believe that means until your health is not full. So if I have the magic armor, then, we're just doing double damage now. That's just how this works. So that'll speed this up. And then I get to burn these rupees that I'm not using. Okay, so we've got 2 Mighty Dark Nuts and a bunch of Whiz Robes, which I hopefully will not summon anything. I don't think they're the type that can. There we go. Both of their... Oh, jeez. There we go. Yeah, getting their helmet off first makes things a lot easier. Because then you can just really easily get their armor off. Like, well, yeah. Like proper body armor. Bombs. A whole lot of bombs. Actually, why am I using that? And let's just keep doing it. The thing is, this is gonna be kind of annoying to fight them. Normally. The bombs actually kind of create a problem for me. Obviously, it makes it so you can deal with them if you don't have bombs, but otherwise, yeah. It's weird that they only do that for... Like, it seems like they only do that for bombs, pretty much. They don't do that for other stuff. Like, if there'll be times where it's like, well, if you don't have any arrows, you just can't deal with this, and... Don't care. Anyway, four Mighty Dark Nuts now. And statues on the wall that breathe fire. Because why not? Those aren't specific enemies. Actually, I don't know if the other ones were even Mighty Dark Nuts. I think only these ones are, the ones with the red helmets. I have no idea. Okay. Hit me. Oh no. Let's see how this goes. Not well at all. Okay, I lost a lot of money from that hit. Since it is dependent on how much damage you actually take. How did I just knock his armor off? I don't know. I think these ones are faster than the regular ones. Maybe just letting them hit each other will be easier. There we go. Finally got one of their armors off. They don't stay stunned for very long either. Yeah, it's another 100. I just lose like 100 every time I get hit. A little more than 100 actually. It's closer to 150 probably. Alright. There we go. done it. Just used a little bit of magic and a whole lot of rupees. But I believe, yeah, that's the end. There's just a chest here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you get the hero's charm. In the GameCube version, yeah, well, for one, the hero's charm, it lets you see life bars of enemies. So there's that. That includes bosses, so that's fun. In the GameCube version, that would have been a heart piece, and the hero's charm is what you get for completing, or not for, for giving 40 joy penance to Mrs. Marie. You get the hero's charm. And then they changed that, they swapped that to a heart piece, but yeah. But you just equip it there. And he's got this big dumb mask on his face. I'll wait to put that on until we actually get to an enemy. But that's Savage Labyrinth. That's, yeah. That's a thing. They do have something that's, like, equivalent to that in Twilight Princess, but we'll get to that later. And then I think a few of the, like, Link Between Worlds also has, like, a similar sort of thing. But yeah, that's the last Triforce shard. Okay, well, when you get into the boat, just automatically does that. Because I think in the GameCube version, normally it would do that. Let's make for high roll, which means we have to go back to the Tower of the Gods. But actually, before I do that, I want to do one other thing. Number one, I guess I'll... Actually, no, I won't save yet. Let's go visit Link's grandma one last time before we go die. No, not really. And I'll just drink this. Yeah. Yeah. Delicious soup. I don't know what kind of soup, that is, but yeah. Why is it so absurdly broken? I don't know. No? Revive an empty bottle. Yeah, you can only get one. If you bring back another empty bottle, she won't let you get any more. I don't recall if she has anything special to say with regards to that, but... Oops. What was I saying, though? I feel like there was something I was saying. I don't know. That I forgot. Oh, right, the Triforce shards. Normally, you would... the reason you get it when you jump into the boat is because normally you would have to be in the boat. At least in the original, you would have to be in the boat to get the Triforce shards at all. And you generally won't see it broken like that. It automatically just fuses together as soon as you get the last piece in the GameCube version, because yeah, you get all of them from the ocean, and it did that again. Okay, well, I don't know if it's like wireless interference or what the deal is. Maybe. But Tower of the Gods is the only thing left we have to do. I guess I could have gone to Beetle and like sold a bunch of stuff or something so I could use the magic armor more. It's not going to be a big deal. I don't know if I even want to use magic armor more. It's kind of broken. But yeah. Although I earned it. So there's that. Alright, and since we're going to be going back to Hyrule, we unfortunately won't be sailing anymore. Is it unfortunate? I don't know. Yeah, we need the Triforce to get back down there for some reason. Even though we went back down before, no problem. Although I don't think it ever actually closed until we left Tetra down there, so, or Zelda, but yeah, he's got the Triforce tattoo now. Yeah, we're the hero of wins. We did it. We got the title. Not the title of the game, but we got the hero title. But yeah, we gotta go down to Hyrule, I guess, to get Zelda. It's not really made totally clear why we're coming down here, but yeah, that's the thing we have to do. You can go back, well, obviously you have to be in the boat, but you can go back up if you need to, for whatever reason. You are not stuck down here, in case that is a concern you have. I mean, obviously I don't need to, since I've done everything. Actually, what happens if I pull this out? I never actually used it. Oh no, can't use it. I did use the Tingle bottle originally. And you would just find little bottles up like on the shore that look like this one. You just find them like washed up on shore on any like random island, and yeah. And I had the spoiler filter turned off because why not? And I don't think I ever mentioned, but you can get pictures from Miiverse, or well, could get pictures from Miiverse that other people have taken, and then use that for the Nintendo Gallery. So you could do that for a boss that you missed or whatever. And I think you could basically just like download any picture that anyone has taken. So like, yeah, but you can't do that now since those are all gone. So there's no way to do that. So now you have to do the Nintendo Gallery legit, unfortunately. But I think there were a bunch of people who just took pictures of bosses and just threw them up on Miiverse. Oh, actually, you know what? There is something that I completely forgot to ever show. It's not important now, especially since it's something of a... It's got, like, spoilers involved, but you can get certain, like, missable, photos, or... I don't remember how it works, but you can get certain photos from Lenzo. And, he'll give you like certain, like, I think they're like sepia tone or like black and white or something, but you can use those for the Nintendo Gallery. And yeah, he has pictures of a bunch of different characters. I think including like Ganon is one of them. I don't remember who he has. I think it's characters that you wouldn't otherwise be able to get, essentially. Like you never get a chance to photograph them. But also the statue's all messed up, which is I'm sure fine. That's totally fine. This is, statue's messed up. This is open, you know. This is where Zelda was. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Everything's fine. See, Zelda's just, she's right there. It's fine. Oh no. She teleported away. Yes, we did think that. It's kind of underwater. And now fire. And these guys. Well, I just fought 4 of you, and beat them no problem, so, you know, I don't think this is going to be an issue. Okay, that's an issue. Sometimes their helmets just don't come off, you know? These ones have capes, though. Oh, right, their capes burn off. So I think it technically takes a couple hits. No, it doesn't, actually. I don't know. These guys are just weird. Sometimes things take multiple hits, and sometimes they don't. I don't think there's any way to knock out their shields. think actually Elixir Soup was active, but it's not now. There we go. Is that it? Not yet. There we go. They drop their pearls. Yeah, so that doesn't really do much, but I think if you were to try to go to the back of the castle, it wouldn't let you. I believe there'd be like a little electric gate like there was before. Like how they blocked you into the castle when you had to fight all the enemies. Right, but Link actually just automatically runs back there. Yeah, it's gone now. You have to defeat them. Granted, you wouldn't necessarily have any reason to come back here, but you could. Okay, so there's this barrier. You can't get past it. But hey, we got this now, so yeah, use the Master Sword on it. I think if you leave, if you don't know what to do, and if you like were to leave and try to go back into the castle, the King of Red Lions would say, "Hey, don't just use the sword." That happens. It just shatters. I don't know why exactly. I think the barrier was supposed to protect the castle, but we need to get out of the barrier, and I don't know. It didn't seem to protect it there in that situation, so I don't know. This is basically just Hyrule Field. I don't know if this is supposed to be based on any particular part of it from Ocarina of Time, but yeah, you can't go up on that grass though. But yeah, this is essentially Hyrule Field. And then we get a bunch of arrows. Probably from that pearl, I guess. Those choo-choos look extra shiny. Right, even still, there are no points of no return to where you were. Well, that's not entirely true, I guess. But generally speaking, you will be able to go back at any time going forward. If you're not done with something, if you come to the final area and you're not done. Yeah, they're real generous with arrows and bombs. I was down to like 50-something arrows and just got 40 without noticing it. Anyway, here's just another Mighty Dark Nut just hanging out. I believe if you save after defeating all these enemies, I think they all go away. I don't think they respawn. Maybe some of them do, I'm not sure, but I think they'll all be gone. Other than maybe the Piats. At least the, like, Moblins and the Dark Nut will be gone. Right, can I show it now? Maybe it's only the, like, Deku Stick that lets you do the spin attack, but yeah. Got these things that we got a hook shot along. And also these. You don't necessarily need to kill those, but you can go back if you want to. And another one, and same deal. You can still go back. Like I said, this is designed for you to be able to go back. You're not stuck here. But where is here? You'll find out in a second. I think I need this soon. And that. I notice this is the Ganon's Castle music. So remix is Ganon's Tower, which is basically like Ganon's Castle 2.0. It's a similar sort of thing. Gotta go through a bunch of rooms and then we can go forward. That's not important right now. Don't worry about it. So all of these doors lead to different rooms, all based on the like 4 like main dungeons. So this one has these claws. This is the Dragon Roost Cavern room. basically like a room from Dragoner's Cavern that doesn't exist. There's a couple ways of dealing with this. You can grapple across. Or bubble. Bubble around here, I guess. Okay, then you can grapple to that. This I do not believe will let you get up there. I could be wrong, but I don't think it will. But you can use ice arrows to just make some platforms. So I would suggest doing that. Also, these platforms will disappear after a certain amount of time. I don't think I ever specified that. Okay, like just in case, let's make another one. Right, they won't disappear if they are on top of one of those geysers, though. Okay, that was where the bubble was that I heard. It was, some of those skulls on top of these bars turn into bubbles. Yeah, this door is all black and white. It's literally just the boss door from Dragoner's Cavern. And the room's all black and white, and we're fighting Black and White Goma. And, oh, right, I forgot, it removes everything, so we only have the grappling hook. We can't use arrows or whatever, if that's a thing I want to do. So you'll never be able to find out what, like, your weird stuff does against the boss. Anything that you didn't have when you fought the boss the first time, essentially, or anything you couldn't have, I think is how it works. Also, if you want to take a picture, you can do that. And all of these bosses are refightable. You can, whoops. You could refight them as many times as you wanted to. Why? It's nice not dying in just 3 hits. Or 2. Or whatever it was. So I don't know if there's supposed to be like a black and white Valu up there. I don't know exactly what the deal is with these rooms. I assume Ganon made them. But yeah, none of these bosses are missable as far as for the Nintendo Gallery. Some of the bosses are. Mainly there are still new bosses we will be fighting later, but and those ones are missable, but these ones are not. None of the ones in any of the main dungeons are. And also, obviously, the Tower of the Gods ones, Tower of the Gods boss, because you could always just go back and do that. And there's this. Oh, right, something I completely forgot to show. We do still have the Hero's Charm. I'm gonna equip that, and the boss is a health bar. It would have been there during the first phase. I just forgot to show it. It would look exactly the same. Goma's health doesn't go down in the first phase since it's just armor. And now you can see how much damage you're doing, which is too much. Because you are doing more damage to the boss than you would have been originally, so these bosses are really fast. And got rid of all of my items again. Okay. This one... Yeah, that's what that health bar looks like. This one has like vines and stuff over and it's trees. Oh no, Joy Pendant. Joy Pendant that I'll do nothing with. It's the Forbidden Woods room. It's just one of these things. Yeah. None of these rooms are super hard. The Dragoner's Cavern one is weirdly enough like one of the harder ones. Whoops. Uh-oh. Gotta wait till that drops, I guess. Okay, there we go. I think you just had to use your shadow before. Like you have to use, you have that little that green thing now, so you can, I guess, so you can easily see where you're going to land anywhere, but before it was you just had a drop shadow. And I think that's as far as it'll go. There we go. Let's go forward. This room is really easy. So, actually doesn't matter? No. I was gonna say, I don't know if it matters if you actually, if this one is up or not, as far as whether or not you can land on it, but even if it were too high, you could just land on the bottom part there. That also works. Yeah, and that still works. This might be magic, no? Probably hearts is probably what it would normally be. There's magic. Not that we need it, but it's there. Unfortunately, you can't use, like, fire arrows or whatever on this thing. They just, I guess it's because they didn't program how these enemies would react to, or they didn't want to have to program that, how these enemies would react to all these different items. So, they didn't do anything with that. Excuse me? Anyway, this boss is now dead. Because you can one-cycle it now. Because you do so much damage. That boss doesn't have a lot of health. Goma at least, like, reels back once it takes a certain amount of damage. That one just doesn't, just like, no. But that's nice, I guess, so you don't have to go through the boss twice for no reason. Anyway, this one's got a bunch of skulls. It's the Earth Temple room. I don't know. There were skulls in the Earth Temple, I guess. Right, this is a thing. There's all these coffins. I don't recall if every single one of them has an... Nope, not every single one has an enemy in it. But a lot of them do. I do not believe we actually need to defeat every enemy. Or even anywhere close to that. I think this needs to be held down, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it does. Am I gonna need anything? Let's pull those out. I don't know. Okay, so now we're gonna need to actually do this. You can skip past those first ones, but we actually gotta do something now. Got a Poe. I'll go ahead and just kill it. Obviously, the Dark Choo-Choo is all that matters. But that goes without saying. Whoops. Magic. Magic that I don't need. More Dark Choo-Choos. Poe. Oh, a fairy. Okay. Actually, the Poe is not really going to be much of an issue, I don't think. Basically, what you need to do is stun any one of these. Might help if it were closer to the switch, but yeah. Set that there and run. Or roll. Just gotta go fast. There we go. It's another switch that I believe needs to be held down, and now the light is on the other side. So we're gonna need to do this slightly differently. Yeah, I would suggest just activating all of these and then moving on. I believe there's an enemy down here? Yeah. I stunned one that was, like, close to the switch, because it'll take way longer if you want to take one from all the way on the other side. Okay, right. But is that, but I believe there's actually one more thing. Yeah, there's a Stalfos that appears, which is a little annoying, and I don't think that freezes time. Yeah. it doesn't. Like, I don't know. They do that just to spite you, just to make sure there's no way you can actually get up for some reason. Doesn't take a lot of damage. The most annoying thing, it's like it wouldn't be that much of an issue if the Stalfos just appeared, because you could just skip past it, but they force you to fight it. Because it's just like, that cutscene happens and then it doesn't freeze time, so. Anyway, now you just have to do that again. It's not hard to do. I don't know what happens if you kill all of the dark choo-choos. I don't know if they, I don't know if they like stay dead and you have to reset the room or what. Anyway, this boss, which I was muted during last time, so why don't I actually explain it? Jalhala. This boss is exactly the same. Normally, like, it matters how much health they have, but this one, it doesn't. Besides the fact that it's so recent that the amount of the damage you're doing isn't higher, but also it's like the amount of health it has, and the speed's gonna be the same. You just have to defeat all the pose. But right, you have to do that. You have to throw them into one of the actual spike walls, and not the spikes on the ground. It has to be one of the pillars. If you throw them into the like ground spikes or whatever, that I don't recall what happens. I think he just like gets like unstunned or something. I don't remember. He doesn't pop. Also, something I forgot is you can totally. This is not a bad time to use that. And I don't know if your stun animation happens during that cutscene or what exactly the deal is. Also, yeah, all of these songs are like slightly remixed. Because these are all like fake versions of the bosses or whatever. There we go. That's the last one. Marks him off. And we just need one more, which is the Wind Temple room with these windmills. It's funny because none of these doors are like doors from the dungeons except for the one with the claws, because you actually do see that in Dragoner's Cavern, but like you don't see the doors in the Wind Temple didn't have windmills on either side. Okay, so for this we're gonna need that and that, and I don't remember if you need the hook shot. I'll just grab it just in case. I don't think you need it. No, you don't, actually. He was on the other side, but he was still able to do that. Of course he was. Why you die? Why you do that? I'd enjoy that. Iron boots. Take a leaf. It's Wind Temple stuff. I don't recall what the deal is with that wind. It doesn't stop. I don't remember if there's like a way you can go through it or how this works. We'll find out. There's nothing I can use the hookshot on. I think you just need to go between those, yeah. That's it. And they throw these at me as though these are supposed to be some sort of threat at this point. I don't know. They weren't a threat at the beginning of the game. The very first mini-boss is just one of those, and it wasn't an issue then. It's definitely not now. You really don't use the iron boots much, and I don't think we'll be using them at all anymore. I'm pretty sure that's the last time you have to use them. But hey, Mojira again. And it starts you up here with the boss already active. I don't know what this instrument is. It's probably a fake instrument. Yeah. And this boss also is not going to be... I think you are doing more damage than you would have been the first time, but it's so negligible that it doesn't matter. Yep. Nope. Let's stay there. Like, this boss is going to be the same number of phases. Almost sounds like a ska piano? Is that a thing? A ska remix of Mojiro? Maybe that already exists. Okay, hold on. Here he goes, doing his flying lip flaps again. Oh jeez, okay. Excuse me? Okay, well, yeah, if you get too close, then he'll eat you. And if you're too far away, then the hookshot just doesn't have enough range, so. Hookshot is not the most useful in this game. I mean, Mojiro is probably like my favorite boss, so I don't mind this one taking the same amount of time as it would normally. And when did I lose that much health? I don't know. You're still alive. I don't want that. Apparently I jumped at some point. It just made me do a jump attack. There we go. I think you kill him like one hit early, but I think that's the only difference in damage. I don't know what the actual multiplier is or whatever. But hey, there's that. Ganon's very angry that we broke his door. But yeah. So those are all done, but like I mentioned, you can go back in those rooms. Of course, you have to go through the room again, but you can refight the bosses if you want to, for whatever reason. Which mainly the Nintendo Gallery would be the main reason, but yeah. Because particularly in the original, I don't think it's possible to get the deluxe Pictobox. Yeah, it wasn't. That was a thing. So there were a bunch of enemies on, like, a bunch of characters in Dragon Roost Island and a bunch of enemies and stuff that you just couldn't get until later in the game when you revisit Windfall, because you had to take a Firefly back there, so you would have to go back there later and get Goma later and stuff, so that, yeah. They didn't want that, so they let you get the deluxe Pictobox early. Whoops. Nope, not that. Not that. I don't think I'm gonna need those. Put them on anyway, I don't know. Let's just move forward. Now we got a staircase. With mini blends. Don't know when this tower was put here. It's like, was it just here and being blocked off by the barrier the whole time? Or did Ganon build it specifically, like, after we revisited this place? Okay, so this is a room. There's this, which we can't do anything with. Arrows, magic. Those are there for a reason. All those pots have nothing in them. Okay, so there's a couple things. There's this. And when you go in here, it shows all of these candles. That one. That one. They're also, they have different amounts of flames lit. I don't remember that being the case in the original. I think it just showed them in a specific order. Shape of the floor, the number of items hanging on the walls. Yeah. What does this sign say? Sword hilts of my servants who lurk deep in the darkness shall be the guideposts that point to me. That is, not... Well, that'll be important soon, but not quite yet. Let's go back and go through the other door. This one's got water. And hey, you've got all these switches again, and it's gonna show them in the same order. So yeah. This looks like I should be able to read something here, but no. Anyway. Gotta hit them in order. There we go. Boom. 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 There we go. And we unleash the darkness. And the boat's here, because... Of course. I don't... Why wouldn't he be here? And I guess that was how Ganon made it out. Yeah, so you can do that to get out of Ganon's tower if you want to. Or well, it's like a shortcut out. I don't remember where it leads. I think it leads to... Oh right, I remember. It leads to the Forsaken Fortress. And I believe you can take it back down also. But yeah. It leads to the Forsaken Fortress, and then you can just, yeah, the like moat of that, the like front moat, I don't know, where you first like boat in there. It's a little bit annoying to go to it after the fact, but you can. I mean, since you have to go there from like Tingle Island, it's a little annoying to get there. And since you can otherwise just warp straight to the Tower of the Gods and go through there instead, but it'll take a little bit longer to get back if you need to get back all the way to where you are. Anyway, there's a hole here. Just jump in the hole. What could possibly go wrong? I recognize that song. Yeah, Phantom Ganon's here. There's that big ball. You can hit it back. If you do it right, you can hit that back. It's funny, it actually doesn't have a boss health bar. I seem to recall the guide, strategy guide I had said that you couldn't do anything with that ball. It's like, oh, you just have to let it. Okay. Hitboxes. You just have to let it happen. And just dodge it, and it's like, no, if you hit every single one of those back, then it'll go away. It'll go away? Well, it's like this. Let's actually use a sword this time. There's that. Just gotta hit him once, and that's it. And, right, so the sword hilt points over here. Also, you can pick up a sword. And yeah, there's not much reason to, but you can do it. Sword hilt is pointing towards that door. That means you gotta go through here. Otherwise, you'll end up in a room with just a bunch of enemies, and it'll force you to go back to the start. Ooh, okay. I mean, this is mainly what you want. You can attack him after any of his attacks, actually. Because this is the easiest one to deal with. Okay. I believe the door it points to is random also, so you actually have to just pay attention to the swords. You're not gonna just guess and get it right. So we have to do this, I believe, 7 times? By 7 Phantom Ganons, I think? Okay, so before we go any further, let's just... Let's not let this become an issue. Yeah. You can't hit him with the bottle, unfortunately. It doesn't do anything. Okay. I tried to shield that, but I guess I was in the middle of them. So yeah, if you don't get hit, you can get in there and hit one of them. There we go. That just stuns them the first time I hit them, and then, yeah. I want to show hitting that red ball at least once. It's hard to do. Like, it's not easy to do. So, but I have done it before. I mean, the attacks he uses are random, so he might just not do it again. He could, but he might not. Over there. I seem to recall when I first did this, I didn't know what a sword hilt was. Oh, there it goes. It helps if you wait, like, for as long as possible. Yeah, I didn't actually hit all of them back, so that didn't actually work. Some of them, like, hit the... There we go. That's all of them. Told you could do it. Some of them hit the ground the first time, so it didn't work. But you do want to stand back a bit. That one locked. But this is the correct door. This room's different. As you can see. There we go. And that's that. And it points to the other door. I can't believe it. That's the door that's the exit? You're crazy. Could you imagine if I pointed to, like, the wall or something? Unless it actually just happens. Never mind. Anyway, we got light arrows. So yeah. Light arrows are absurd. We've just got a third arrow type. You'll see what I mean in a second. Light arrows are stupid. There's a reason they give you these at the very end of the game. They are not like light arrows in Ocarina. So, we got this boss again. You could do this. Actually, I think this doesn't work if you try to do this again. I think he disappears immediately or something? I don't remember exactly. Anyway, if you just shoot him with a light arrow, he's dead. That's it. That's that. That's the boss. Dies in one hit. That's... Okay, the hilt is weirdly pointing towards that door. Don't worry about it. That actually doesn't mean anything. That's not where we need to go. But you can either swing at that door, or what I like to do is throw it. And then for some reason you need that sword to break through that. I don't know why. And we can go forward now, and we're almost at the end. So light arrows. You can use them on regular enemies, of course. And all regular enemies die in one hit, so that's, yeah, including moblins and darknuts and everything. Everything dies now. It's, quite silly. Someone thought that was a reasonable thing to do, was to give you an item that just kills everything. That's a mighty dark nut. Remember how these were a problem? Not anymore. It's dead now. I don't believe if you go back and fight the bosses, I don't think light arrows do anything special against them. Well, you wouldn't be able to use them anyway. I don't think it would let you. I could be wrong. I assume it takes away light arrows, specifically. Alright, what is that? And also, light arrows don't use that much magic. Like, I don't think they use any more magic than the fire or ice arrows in this game for some reason. Even though they're much stronger. I don't think the light arrow instant killed enemies or anything like that in Ocarina of Time. It was... We got 2 more of these, and as usual, yeah. Everything dies. I could have fought them legit. Why would I do that? Why would it gave me the powers of a god? Why would I not use them? There's a fairy. I'm gonna just take that. Okay, so we've got a big ornate door. Go through the big ornate door. As Link tries to stealth through this water or something? I don't know. I guess it's supposed to be like sort of deep, even though he was walking like that before he went into the water. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it too much. And there's Zelda just sleeping. We made it to her bedroom, I guess. You might accidentally chop her in half. That's weird. Ganon activated his wind powers to blow away the curtains. Where'd your pupils go, Ganon? I don't know. Well then, I'm sure this is fine. He's transforming before we even fight him once. But not really, though. That thing's made of wood. It's not clear. It's made of wood. Don't worry about Zelda. She'll be fine. Her bed's gone now. Anyway, this is Puppet Ganon. Right, there are a bunch of targets you can hit. You want to hit these strings with the boomerang. Cuts them. Mainly the arms. That red string you cannot cut. That's the one that one's invincible, and it's like holding them up. Something that's kind of annoying is there is a specific spot you need to cut on each string, and oh my god. This main thing is you need to the main thing you need to drop is the tail, and then you need to hit it with a light arrow, and that's oops. All right, and there's that pot. Don't worry about that. That's for something later. I don't remember that being there right now, but I guess it is. Attacks are not that hard to dodge. Okay, there we go. You don't technically need to cut the strings, it just makes this easier to do. There we go. Hit that, and now the boss has taken a hit. Actually, oops, where's on the other one? Right. Right, you can't see this boss's health bar for some reason. I don't really know why that is, but this boss is unique. I believe you can actually hit it with a light arrow without cutting the string if you are a crazy person who's good at aiming. Excuse me. Thing is, I think there are some spots you can target that aren't strings, and those aren't really too terribly helpful, but yeah, okay. You need to hit it one more time. Unfortunately, Puppet Ganon does not die to one, excuse me, to one hit from a light arrow. I think also something special happens if you hit him in the head. I think that stuns him. That wasn't... I didn't hit him in the head. His head would, like, react. But, yeah. That's that. We beat the boss. Super easy. Oh, no. The music doesn't sound right. And now it's a big old spider. This phase is actually much easier. You just wait for that reflection. Yeah, or watch the reflection and then go towards where the tail is and hit that. That's it. This phase is extremely easy. He's gonna spin and spin and spin, and he's not gonna win. If you're like not in the right spot, if you go to the wrong side, you're not gonna be able to make it to the tail. So it's kind of weird that the GameCube was able to do this like reflection thing, but it's probably like cheating to some extent. The original version was anyway. And now phase 3. This is the hard phase. The snake form. So you can hit him in the head with a light arrow, and that'll stun him for like a really brief amount of time. You can hit him in the head with a... Oh, so there's these. You can hit him in the head with a, what was it? With the Master Sword, and it'll stun him for longer. Like, a decent amount of time, like long enough to actually do something. Those morphs are just there, they give you magic. Obviously, you cannot hit the tail with the sword. That's not... I don't know if that's obvious, but that doesn't work. I would suggest not even bothering hitting him in the head and just going straight for the tail. Even though it can be a little bit hard to do that. And sometimes he also hits walls. Generally, when he does that, he's gonna like charge at you right after. I was trying to... There we go. Like I said, hit him in the head with a sword and you can hit his tail pretty easy, but... hitting him in the head with a light arrow is kind of pointless. You can lock onto his head and then just try to hope the arrow will hit the tail. Oh, frame rate. Oh no. Oh no. There's too many enemies dying. And the reflections, and I don't know. Either way, I generally just go straight for the tail. It's not the most easy thing to do, to hit it. I say as I do it twice in a row, no problem. It was much harder when I was younger. Either way, there's that. It's Puppet Ganon. There's obviously more. Not to that fight. That's the end of that fight. But and I guess he was holding on to Zelda that whole time. And so has mine? Wait. I don't know. I don't know what he's like holding her in. I guess that was whatever blanket she was under. Also, Ganon can fly now. Didn't you know? Okay, there's that jar. It's the same as one of those like jars that you would see in anywhere else. That one doesn't. It's the same as like it's like the warp jars. It doesn't do anything right now though. There's a second jar up above. But yeah, that string is what you need. Which I guess you could assume Ganon dropped for you since he wants to actually fight Link. I don't know if those pots have anything in them. They might have hearts or something. Well, they don't. They probably would, but they don't now. Okay. I'm going to need a couple things. I need that. I'm gonna need that. Let's look up. There's something I can grab onto somewhere. There we go. There's that. Need to get closer. Almost jumped off. It's fine. Of course, there's nothing to swing to, so I just gotta go up. Yeah, this is a thing, I guess. Sort of. Alright. And... a whole lot of magic. Because, I would say you're gonna need it, but actually, no, you won't. I don't know why they give you that magic. I'm guessing some of those would have been hearts. As tends to be the case. Yeah, you're not gonna need magic for anything. I really don't know why that's there. Okay. So, and Morth's up here. Why? Do they also drop magic? Oh. I guess hitting that with a sword actually breaks the thing off. But yeah, that's the shortcut back down or shortcut back up. So if you want to leave and come back, then you can take... Actually... Hold on. Unless I'm misremembering something, I seem to recall a certain detail about this room. Well, there's that bar over that door. And yeah, you can't leave. So I'm not really sure why that shortcut exists, because once you come into the Puppet Ganon room, you're actually stuck. You're in here. Unless you save and quit, it'll throw you at like the halfway point of Ganon's Tower, like right past when you refight all the bosses. Like the staircase leading up to Phantom Ganon. Here's where it'll set you. I guess I could have grabbed a fairy. Oh well. I mean, it resets the fairies, so there's that. Other than that, that's, am I gonna need any of these? No, I'm definitely not. Could grab the magic armor. Only as a last resort. I most likely won't need it. But yeah. If you, like I said, if you save and quit, that's the only way out of this room, but otherwise you're stuck here. But yeah, you can hookshot to that. You could also hookshot to the bottom. I don't know why. There's no actual target to hookshot to. And I don't know that that'll lead you anywhere, but yeah. Anyway, let's go. Let's go do it. Let's go end it. He made it to the roof. I guess he went up a staircase or something. Link is so confused. He does not understand anything that's happening. Yeah, that's the desert. It seemed like the other people living in the desert weren't having too many issues. I don't know. Seems like it was just you. They didn't seem to be big fans of you. Or they're retconning it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I think they mentioned this before. If the Triforce is just the Dragon Balls. Collect all the pieces and you can make a wish. So, thought he was gonna do a smooth criminal. Good thing I didn't stab Zelda in the head. Yeah, so Ganondorf just punched a child. That's fine. He won't kill him, though. So unfortunately, we got the bad ending. There's nothing that can be done. That's it. That's the end of the game. Ganondorf makes his wish, and then we lose. Game over. Return of Ganon. Yeah, this is what leads to the third timeline. It wasn't actually Ocarina of Time. It was actually this game. So, it doesn't matter because he didn't actually touch it. Too late, the King of Hyrule is here. When he got here, I'm not sure. Also, he does not look like he's anywhere near it. I don't know if he didn't notice him there or what, like what happened, or if he just teleported. Not clear. No, he's right next to it, and he's touching it. Ganondorf is just like, what? I can't believe this happened. So, basically all he wished for was for Hyrule to just flood. Just to make sure Ganondorf gets nothing. Hilarious. He's actually not laughing about this, he just remembered a just hilarious joke. It's hard to explain though. He had to be there. Oh yeah, she exists. It's always confusing whether I should call her Tetra or Zelda. Because I like Tetra more. How are we gonna do that? Isn't this whole place being flooded? And I guess he had those in his sleeves or something, I don't know. Don't worry about it. And now he's fighting us basically for no reason. Like, he's just gonna fight us just to spite us. It wouldn't even matter all that much. Anyway, Zelda has the light arrows, so we don't have the bow anymore. She's gonna do that. It doesn't work. Right. Okay. So you can just keep hitting him. And then... yeah. If he's distracted, then, actually what you can do... I want to pull out the shield. You want to put him between Zelda and you, and then I think then he can't dodge it? There we go. Or you can just keep hitting him, although sometimes he'll just ignore your attacks. There we go. And then that happens. And she hit me! Okay, I didn't know she could do that. I've never seen that. Okay, so now Zelda's knocked out. That's great. Okay. I'm gonna wanna do something about the situation. If you hit him with that, I believe he's actually invincible. Or not invincible, but he's like, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Actually, I think now you actually need to parry him. Whoops. Okay. You can, like, cancel your combo with that, but otherwise, just wait for him to do that jump attack. Please. Like, you're not even countering an actual attack. Oh, jeez. Okay. Just for whatever reason, it just gives you a parry command. Okay, and then if he gets, like, out of range, though, then that's a problem. There we go. You need to do that. Oh, only twice. I thought you had to do that 3 times for some reason. Zelda's awake again. So now, actually, if you try to parry him... Whoops. If you try to parry him... If I can show it... You know what? Why don't I put this on so I can show it? Instead of getting hit again. Now he blocks it. So that just doesn't work now. Anyway. Distract him. Use your shield. We've got the mirror shield. It reflects light, which includes the light arrows because I don't know. Don't worry about it. Anyway, you just hold out your shield. I don't technically need the sword out right now, but... And she aims for you, and then you can do that. And then parry him and stab him in the face. Maybe you should have done that earlier. You shouldn't be able to speak, I think. Don't worry about it, he just turns to stone. Actually, there's like a stone armor that goes over him because actually turning his model to stone would be a little too much, maybe, but... That's that. He's dead now. Were you? What would happen if someone pulled the Master Sword from his head? I don't know if that would be possible. I don't know, everyone seems to be living their lives mostly fine. Why, though? Yeah, there is a whole section, there's a lot of the sea that we never get to explore, so... You know... Might have been something out there that just, you know, no one bothered to check on. I mean, couldn't we also still call it Hyrule? I don't know. And now the place fully floods. That's like a lot of water. That would probably like crush you and kill you and be very painful. But we're in bubbles. We're fine. Because Hyrule magic. I don't know. Nah, he's just gonna drown down here, or something. It's unclear. He didn't seem to be drowning. He didn't seem to. I don't know. It becomes more unclear in a second. You'll see. Also, Zelda is Tetra again. I don't know why. I don't know why she just reverted back to Tetra. We don't need Zelda anymore, so Tetra's fine. Oh hey, Kamali. Why are you here? And the pirates are here. Oh right, yeah, it's funny that well, one more thing. There's a real it's funny that they say that they'll take her back to the island, but no matter how much you go back to Outset, there's no point where she shows up. No matter like how late in the game it goes. It's like, how does it take so long for them to get back to Outset? It doesn't take Link that long. Like, I've sailed around the entire ocean in the time you guys were doing whatever you were doing. I don't know. And she's got a different outfit on now for some reason. Maybe she made it. Oh, and Medley and Makara are here. Don't worry about it. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but don't worry about it. I guess they somehow knew that Link dealt with everything, so... yeah. Anyway... That's the Wind Waker. That's the credits. Eiji Aonuma's producer? Wait, who directed? Iwamoto, oh. Wait, no, Eiji Aonuma was still... he was the one, like, overseeing the franchise at this point, right? I think so. And here's all the characters, like the pigs. Unless that was the... you know what, that might... I wonder if that was the director of the HD version, specifically. I don't know. I don't know if these... because some of these are obviously specific to this version. I don't know if these... if this version was directed by the same person. I don't know how that works. But yeah, that's a video game. That's a good video game. It's still good. There's some stuff that, like... I remember thinking, like, I wonder if I'd ever want to go back to the GameCube version, and I don't know if I would want to. Because, like, all the convenience features and stuff they added in this one are, like, too good. Like, to the point where it's like, it would be so annoying to go back and play the GameCube version. And I'm one of those crazy people that actually prefers the way this one looks over the original. I like the way the original looks, it's just... this one just looks better. I think people just don't like the sort of clay look it has sometimes. For like all the bloom lighting, but... I don't know. It doesn't bother me. Yeah, just going through all the characters. All those memorable Rito. Right. I remember playing Twilight Princess HD, and I didn't finish it, but, like, that one had, like, a lot less changes than this one did. This one has there's a lot of stuff they changed. Obviously, this one looks way different, but, Twilight Princess, like, going back and playing that, I was like, because I'd always think, like, I don't know which is, I could never decide which was my favorite between, like, Twilight, Ocarina, and Wind Waker. And going back and playing Twilight Princess HD, I was like, yeah, it's not this one. I don't know what it is exactly. It's not, like, bad or anything. It's just like, huh, this isn't as, like, good as I remember. I remember it being, like, really good, but it's like, it's good. it's just good. Just good. Not even just okay, just good. I don't know. That's where we are. This one, though, is like, yeah, this one's still good. I still like Wind Waker. I usually say Wind Waker's my favorite, actually. Ocarina's got some really annoying stuff. This one's got some kind of annoying stuff, but it's not that bad. I don't know. I think I just like the like setting and like the tone of this one more than the others. Really bright and colorful. I don't know. I don't know what that says about me. That's all it takes. Make your game bright and colorful. I'm all in. Alright, we never finished that Blue Choo Choo thing. Oh well. There's a lot of things I didn't do. Actually, there wasn't that much I didn't do. There was that and like the slide puzzles and the Nintendo Gallery, but that's it. So I think that's basically all that I didn't do. Otherwise, that was pretty much 100%. 100% for my purposes, all that I care to do. I think the stuff they're showing here is different than what would have been in the original, because I think in the original it just showed a bunch of characters in these bubbles, and it repeats a lot and shows a lot of the same characters multiple times to the extent of showing them on the same screen. Showing the same character on screen like twice or 3 times sometimes. It's weird. And this just has like every little NPC and a bunch of like little moments and stuff instead of just the characters' faces. Oh yeah, there's the 4th Tingle brother. I don't know if there's any way to see him in this version. You needed the Tingle Tuner in the original. But... And there's Zelda and Ganon and yeah. That credits theme was real good too. It's basically just the theme for the game. And there's one more thing. Oh, he's actually got the Swift Sail. I wonder if it would have been the regular sail if I had been using that last. I don't know. At the very least, if you didn't get the Swift Sail. Oh, yeah, that's just a regular boat now. He doesn't have the eyes anymore. I think in the GameCube version he still had the eyes, maybe. Or I just never paid attention. Because I always thought, it's like, oh, it seems like the King of Red Lions is still alive. So, what's the deal with the King of Hyrule? But no, I think the King of Hyrule is dead. And it's just a boat now. So now Link's going off with the pirates. And they're gonna go somewhere else that's not here. Off to Phantom Hourglass we go. They're going off the map. You're not allowed to see that. There's strange things out there. That's the end, though. I'm not gonna play Phantom Hourglass. But yeah. Game will save and make a file for a second quest. Oh jeez, controller turned off during all that. Sure, let's save. I don't have to actually save over the same save. I can save over a new save if I want. And that is New Game Plus. There's nothing on the title screen, I don't think. So don't worry about that. I guess I'll show this. Yeah, you can rename yourself if you want. I'm not going to. I'll put it on normal one, but it doesn't matter. I'm not going to be showing this for very long anyway. Then there's this. Oh, you can skip that. Oh, nice. Can I skip this also? No, I don't think you can skip any cutscene in New Game Plus. Just that intro, because it's just there's nothing new to see. There's the intro again. There are some things that are different. I don't remember what this is called. Anyway, Auril's wearing her the outfit she had with the pirates. She's wearing that at the start of the game. She wears it for the entire game. She doesn't have her regular outfit on. Why is she using the, like, telescope. Like, like why? It's like, of course he's here. Also, why is he here? They never really explain that. He just fell asleep up here. They never explained why he was here in the first place. Why don't you sleep indoors? I don't know. I think there is actually a bed for them in their grandma's house, if I'm not mistaken. It's like a bunk bed. So I guess they sleep there? I don't think there's anything new. And I don't believe there's any way to skip to the second quest immediately, like in Zelda 1. This isn't, although, so this isn't really like the Zelda 1 second quest exactly. This is a little different. Since there's nothing new here, I don't really need to. So I believe you start, yes, you start with the deluxe Pictobox. And that was the same in the GameCube version. You started with this. So you could go and get pictures. You can get a picture of a Rill, for one, which would be normally impossible. And I think the only way to get a picture of her is by in New Game Plus. There's otherwise no way to get a picture of her. Let's just swim over there. There's not going to be a lot to show. There's just like a couple things. Also, I don't think I ever mentioned it. Yeah, the crabs. Actually, maybe I did mention it. Anyway, the crabs are a thing you need to take a picture of for the Nintendo Gallery also. I think. Not that it matters now. Of course, we don't have the sword or anything. You don't start with anything else. You start with a deluxe Pictobox. I think that's all that's new that you start with, really. That's the most notable thing. There's some other things. A lot of the stuff, they front-load it with a lot of changes. So the next change will be immediately apparent. And Grandma's just holding out her hands for some reason. Try what on? What are you talking about? Only the honest can see. Yeah, so she's giving me invisible clothes. That sounds like you're telling me to go walk around naked. I don't know. Anyway, the hero's new clothes are really light. I don't know if they're supposed to be literally imaginary clothes. But, I feel like I remember also in the GameCube version, I think he didn't make that face. Like he didn't make that face originally, like when he got them. Okay. Like I think he had his regular, like, you got an item face, like, yeah. I like this. I might be wrong. I think this text is all the same now. Anyway, yeah, so he just wears his pajamas through the whole game, essentially. How do you know they're a perfect fit? Like, I don't know if he's like, I think Grandma's going crazy. Just gave me invisible clothes. I don't know about this. Yeah, but that is... That's not the... Okay. Yep, there, yeah, here's the bed for Link and a Rill. Actually, there's two down here, so I assume maybe the top one is their grandma's bed, and this one is for the other two, the kids, maybe? Although I would think that the grandma would have trouble getting up there, so maybe the top one's for one of them. I don't know. Anyway. Then there is more that changes, but it would take so long to get to it that I don't think I'm gonna bother with that. I would have to finish Dragon Roost Island to get to the next thing, the next change. Basically, whenever anyone speaks, I think I mentioned it before, whenever anyone speaks like Hylian, so like when Valu speaks it right when you finish Dragon Roost Cavern, I think he speaks it to Medley, which I guess Medley can understand it. Then that instead ends up just being English. Well, whatever language the game is in, I guess, but in this case, English. So yeah. And also, I think, like, Jaboon speaks Highland, so you can get that whole conversation translated. I don't remember what they say. None of it's super interesting. I think Velu speaks Highland again later. Or actually beat Forsaken Fortress. So yeah. I don't remember if there's anything else. Basically, though, whenever you see that, whenever you see Highland, it gets translated. That's it. And I feel like that's the last thing. I don't remember if there's anything else. Yeah, I don't remember. There might be some other change that I'm completely blanking on, but I think that's it. The deluxe pick the box. You start with that, so you can get a whole lot of pictures early on. Like how I got that picture of Zelda. You can get a picture of or not the picture of Zelda. I got the picture of Tetra, and then you can use that in the Nintendo Gallery and get all of the pictures for like Zelda and everything. You can instead get that like super early on and just take a picture of her when you're on the ship and get all the, well, you get all the pirates, I guess, but Tetra's the only one you need. Which, that matters more. If you're playing the GameCube version, you can only get 3 pictures, so. Yeah, anyway, that's, that is a video game. That's Wind Waker. Wind Waker HT. I did it. I actually finished it this time instead of stopping at the Arts Temple. Why did I do that? I don't know. Weird. I like this game. Very good. I saved like at the beginning of Hyrule Castle, I think, and then didn't do anything else with that. Where is this save? Let's find out. Let's find out where I am in this one. Tower of the Gods. We've got 2 bottles. I've got the Swift Sail. 15 treasure charts. I filled out a bunch of the map. I have 1 Triforce chart. Beatles chart. Tingles chart. Yeah, it wasn't like crazy thorough or anything. Bottles. I probably should actually have some, but it's probably because Miiverse is not active. Is probably why I don't have any. Out of curiosity, what is in the album? Got a picture of Tetra, so apparently I've already been down there. Picture of Ganon? Oh, I think that's one of the ones you get from Lenzo. Alright, take a picture of fairies, and that's how you get the Great Fairy also, because otherwise it's not possible. Actually, no. I don't remember if that's the case. Great Fairy is one of the things that Lenzo gives you a picture of, and I think also the Queen of Fairies, because there's no way to get pictures of them otherwise. Take a picture of him, I think, so you could just get all of them. I think I was trying to get everything in the Nintendo Gallery. Should have this song anyway. Yeah. Curious as to what I have in the Nintendo Gallery because I remember I was being more thorough. Oh, yeah. Earth Temple, Wind Temple, that's the next thing to do. Not that it matters, I'm not going, I don't think I'm going to finish this save file, there'd be no reason to do that, but it's here. Unless I just decide to come back to this game at some point for whatever reason. Probably won't do that. Mailbox is freaking out. What about? I wonder. I've already finished the game, and now I'm like, yeah, let's go back to like halfway through and just keep playing. Why not? What do I have? Oh, it's okay, it's this one. Yep. Incredible charts. Triforce charts. Shards. All that. Seems sort of weird that they give you that before you need it. Before anyone really says anything about the Triforce, but yeah. That Triforce section, I think there was supposed to be a dungeon in place of that originally or something, and they added the whole Triforce shard thing like later because they like ran out of time to actually make that last dungeon. And I think I mentioned where when you get the 3rd pearl there was supposed to be a dungeon there, and I think that became the Lakebed Temple in Twilight Princess. I don't know about the Triforce stuff. I feel like that was also, that dungeon got repurposed somewhere. My work by tomorrow. Oh, I could show him the other pictures I have, I guess. I don't care to do that, but let's see what I have. I'm sure there's stuff in here. I know I've made it a point to take a lot of pictures. Yeah, I've got a bunch. There's the Deku tree. This is giant. This is a giant thing. I got those two. Got Makar. I think there's only one point where you can actually take a picture of Makar. Or no, you can take a picture of him in the Wind Temple, but earlier on there's only like one point where you can take a picture of him. Dragon Roost. Yeah, there are quite a few instances where you can get one person and then it just gives you pictures of other people. Like there's the Chieftain, and I think that gives you Quill because you don't really ever get a chance to like talk to him, or at least you get very few chances for him to just be around. All right, and Cyclos is the only one you can get. You can't get Zephos, so you just get both of them together. I could have sworn if you got the Chieftain, it gave you Medley. I think it's the other way around. Maybe if you take a picture of Medley, it gives you the Chieftain. Or no, wait, no, I just said it gives you Quill, right? Anyway. What is this? I think this is the dungeon room, right? And there's a bunch of enemies in here. Bubbles. So I guess it'll show you blue bubbles before you've seen them if you get that red bubble picture immediately. Or, yeah, Redeads. Where did I see a Redead? What? Oh, you know what? I probably used a picture from the Tingle bottle. Was probably what I did. One of the Miiverse ones. Yeah, what is this thing called? Gyorg, yeah. I was right about its name. Octoroks. The Octoroks are Octoroks. It's not Peahats. Okay, I guess the ones with bombs have like a different fur pattern, but that's weird considering I don't think that was there in the original. I think that's a new thing. I think the ones with bombs were just, they were the same things, but they had bombs. And Forsaken Fortress room is still more enemies. It's just some of them are ones that are specific to Forsaken Fortress, and also just yeah. Which Dark Nuts, you don't fight them in the Forsaken Fortress at all, do you? Oh, right, and sometimes you'll see him in these rooms. It doesn't have anything particularly special to say, but yeah. I would have to use this file if I wanted to do 100% of, like, the figurines. Alright, there we go. Mighty Dark Nut. Caves must be burned or cut off before their armor strap's gonna cut. Well, there you go. And this one would be the gold one, which I don't remember if it's actually called. I don't think it's called the Gold Dark Nut. I think it's called something else. Big Octo. And Goma. Yeah, this is where you would get their names, I guess, is from here, mainly. Calidamos. Demos? I'm not sure. It's a big plant. It's weird that he knows how to defeat these enemies, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure if nothing else, I made it a point to make sure I got everything that would have been missable as far as pictures, so... Oh yeah, there's a crab. These creatures are crabs. Yep. Got everyone, and not everyone on Outset. Looks like I missed some. Seagulls go to Outset for some reason, even though you can see them wherever. How did I get a picture of her? I have no idea. When did I get a picture of Aurel? I don't know. Actually, maybe getting a picture of the grandma gives you a picture, figurine for her. The pigs, there's a big fat pink one, which is weird because no such thing exists in the game. It's, there's both of the kids. What is the one that I missed? I'm not sure. I don't think it's an NPC. I think I have all the NPCs here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's like a specific enemy or something. I mean, like the crabs and the seagulls, some kind of I don't know. Whoa, I spent some time on this. Okay, I see why I didn't finish the game. Because I spent so much time doing this. Anyway, all of these... Kamo, I guess. Yours with no girlfriend. Oh no. I did not know he was friends with Linda. Doc Bandam. Visits Popper Island. Bomb shop owner even gives you him tied up. Mood shifts violently. And his name is Cannon. What is this guy? Gossack. There isn't much to say. Wow. Jillian? Her now ill father. It seems she once had a boyfriend, but that info is top secret. What does that mean? Isn't she an adult? Yeah. So here's a bunch of details. It's weird that they gave names to all of these characters. All of these characters that you barely ever speak to, and you could just completely ignore most of them. But yeah, no. Give them all names and backstories. They didn't do that in later games. It was only this one that did that, really. Dampa. Like Dampe? Probably not. Probably has nothing to do with Dampe, honestly. Candy. He's extremely quiet, kind, and quite knowledgeable, and happy to share his knowledge. He's energetic and sort of a scamp for a 17-year-old. Right, he's only 17. I forgot about that. So that's something. Best friend Sue Bell. Weird that her best friend lives on another island that I don't know how she gets to. Delicate Kamo has become smitten with her, but she's apparently completely oblivious to his feelings. That's weird. Because they never mention that. Yeah, and if you get a picture of him at any point, then you get both of these. So I think even if you get a picture of him early on and bring it here, then you'll get the picture of him when he's poor. Although I don't think there would have been any way to do that in the original. I might be wrong, because I don't know if it would have been possible to get the deluxe picture box. Or well, you could, but it would have been inconvenient at any point before, like, revisiting the Forsaken Fortress, so I think they just figured, yeah, it doesn't matter. Either that or it doesn't let you get them for a certain point. At least in the original. Petova and Joanna. Children can be really frightening sometimes. Indeed they can. Tot. Garrickson. Constantly thinking of someone on a faraway island is apparently a very passionate man, and he has a very hip sense of fashion. Does he? Does he? I don't know. Is he supposed to resemble Mario? Maybe. That might be intentional, I'm not sure. Zenari. A cold island. I don't know if he's supposed to be from Ice Ring Isle. I assume he's from, like, a large cold island that's somewhere else. Oh, right, and he always wears that hood. Even though it's not always cold. Oh yeah, and it puts these two together. They've been obsessed with Lenzo. And this guy, Creeb? Okay. Yellow hat. He seems to have an unusual interest in the town's Ferris wheel and lighthouse. Unusual, but not enough to be concerning, I guess. Favorite activity, kickboxing. Sure. His second favorite hobby is taking walks is because it keeps his legs in shape. Designed a certain young lady lately. And yeah. Oh yeah, and Dampa is her son. She's just an ordinary elderly woman. Really nothing to say about some of these people. Kind of weird. I guess it makes sense. They couldn't really give a thorough backstory for everyone. I'm guessing one of these is the guy at the in the shop, or not the shop, with the mini game with the boat, the battleship mini game. And who would the other one be? I'm not sure. Or unless they're Maggie and Mila. Although I don't think they're listed in this. I think Maggie and Mila are somewhere else, aren't they? It might be them. And they also have two figurines for each of them. This is the Great Sea Room, I do believe. I don't know if that's supposed to be a specific island on the wall there. Maybe? I'm not sure. Merchants. Yeah, even enemies that appear in the Great Sea aren't, favorite food, rocks. He's wondering merchants have come from or where they're headed. What was it saying? Even the enemies that appear in the Great Sea don't show up here. Oh yeah, he's here. I guess because he's also in, on Spectacle Isle, so. So I guess it is supposed to be the same NPC on the other island. He just moves between the two somehow. There's Beetle with his little helmet. Tingle, which one is this? Ankle. One may as well hang for a stolen sheep as for a stolen lamb. Sure. Ankle's been sporting his good-for-nothing twin brother Knuckle. There is a fourth brother, but I don't know where you're supposed to find him. Because I think the only way to see him was doing like there's like a Tingle Tuner side quest that you could do. I think there were a couple. There was like one on Windfall where you had you do a bunch of weird tasks, and then one on Outsets. But yeah. Anyway, I guess that's all I have other than the stuff that I could turn in now. There's curiosity, how many arrows? I can hold 30 right now and 60 bombs. What's in here? I've got a flower and the deed already, apparently. And a bunch of extra joy pendants. Yeah. So there's that. Should I save? Why not? Why not save? Okay. So, yeah. No idea what I have or have not done already, honestly. As far as other stuff, really, other than just whatever is actually on the map. As far as just, like, islands that I haven't actually, that I went to but didn't do anything on, or didn't do everything on, I don't know. Not really important. Maybe I'll deal with that some other time if I ever decide to just come back to this, but that would be on my own time, most likely. Otherwise, that's all there is. That's all for Wind Waker. That is a video game. For real this time. Technically cutting it a little short, but that's fine. Only a few minutes. Unless I want to just talk for 6 minutes. So next will be, at least as far as Zelda games go, next will be Minish Cap. I need to buy that and download that, because I haven't done that yet, but I'll do that. But we're not starting that tomorrow, because, I don't know, I want to take a break from Zelda. Just do something else. So, tomorrow, the plan right now is to play Risk of Rain 2, because that's out. That's a thing that just appeared, willed itself into existence. And so now that's, yeah. So we'll be playing that tomorrow. That's all I have planned for now. Yeah. Also, I have an extra copy, because I bought it from, was it GOG? Where did I buy it from? No, it wasn't GOG. I don't remember where I bought it from, but wherever I bought it, maybe it was Humble or something. Wherever I bought it from, they gave me a second code. So yeah. I don't know what I'll do with that, but I have that. I have not seen much of the game. It's 3D, so that's weird. Other than that, yeah, I don't know. I played very little of the original Risk of Rain, even though I always meant to play more, I just never did. But I liked what I played. Here 2 is good. It's got multiplayer. Actually, the original had multiplayer, but so is 2. I don't know where I'm going with this. Yeah, so that'll be tomorrow. Then I guess, presumably, I'll probably start Minish Cap on Wednesday, unless instead I decide to do something else again for some reason. I don't know. Maybe Joker's coming out soon. Maybe that'll just happen out of nowhere. Probably not, but it could. So, yeah, I don't know when Joker's coming out. Don't know anything about that. I know a lot of people are panicking, even though they said it would be April. I think they, as far as I know, they only said April. They didn't say anything more other than, like, early, late April, mid-April. I don't think they said anything like that. They just said April, as far as what I can recall. And, people are freaking out because he's not available in the first week of April. It's like, whenever he comes out, he's probably just gonna drop, like, Piranha Plant just, like, dropped all of a sudden. It's just like, Piranha Plant's out now. Like, it was, everyone was just like, what? Yeah, it's probably gonna be a similar situation. I don't know. Doesn't matter, really. It's not gonna be an issue as far as, like, anyone who wants to know is gonna know. People who don't want to know are going to know. Everyone's going to be talking about it. You will not miss it. She'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't freak out. But anyway, yeah, whenever Joker comes out, I'll go back and play Smash, I guess. Probably tried to plan around Alice's reveals, but they're at the end of the month. Maybe they already knew that. I have no idea. I mean, there's Persona 5 S, and then there was that Best Buy thing where Persona 5 for Switch was apparently leaked or whatever, or it was listed, but I don't... Like, I know it's still in their system. Someone said that it's apparently, like, they removed it from the, like, front-facing section, but apparently it's still in their system, so... It's still technically... all the stuff that was there is still in their system. So it's not, like, deleted. It's not like it was fake, I guess, but I don't know. The only thing that's weird about Persona 5 for Switch is Persona 5 not coming to Xbox or PC, because I honestly maybe be more interested in a PC version than a Switch version, although I wouldn't mind a Switch version. I don't know. And it's also, but Persona 5 S might not be Switch, that might be something else. I don't know. I have no idea. I would be fine if that's something else entirely. Persona 5... I was going for something that was like a fighting game or a racing game or something, but I can't think of anything. Anyway, yeah. Wind Waker is a good game. Very good game. It's real good. You should play Wind Waker. Even if it's not Wind Waker HD, Wind Waker is still real good. The original's good. Probably. I don't know. I assume it's good. I haven't played it in a while. It's probably real good though. At least if you're fine with sailing, if you're fine with just chilling out and sailing a lot, then hey, you'll love it. I promise. And if I'm wrong, then you can't sue me. I didn't do anything. You made your own decisions. You made your bed, lie in it. Where was I going with this? I don't know. So, Risk of Rain 2 tomorrow, and hope that's installed. I think it is. No, it's not. I'll need to do that. It won't take long. The Risk of Rain 2 tomorrow, Minish Cap Wednesday and Thursday, and that's the week, I think. I believe. Unless there was some... I think there was actually something else coming out. Right. Shovel Knight Showdown comes out tomorrow, apparently. I think. Assuming that wasn't delayed or something. But that comes out tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know if I'll do anything with that. Chances are probably not, but I haven't looked into it at all. I don't know anything about what that game is like, but yeah. Okay, so lastly, shoutouts to Doctor of Thugonomics. Great name for the follow. And actually that was it. I don't know why I said and. There's nothing else. So yeah. I don't think there was there another thing that happened? Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. No. I will see you tomorrow for I almost said Minish Cap, not for Minish Cap. No, not that. That's not happening tomorrow. And I accidentally opened something. Why do I do these things to myself? Why do my hands betray me like this? I didn't mean to click on that. Stop this. Don't start that up. Don't. No. Okay, well, don't worry about it. I'm sure it'll be fine. So yeah, tomorrow, Risk of Rain 2. I'll see you tomorrow for that. Goodbye.